What's up, guys? It's your girl Ray here, and welcome back to my channel. And if you are new here, welcome to the lovely family. So it is 8:40 in the morning. I've been up since 6:30 and I went to the gym and all of that good stuff. I'm on my way to work, but I don't have to clock in until 9:45. So maybe I'll make a stop at Starbucks because I also didn't pack my lunch. And I usually, if I don't pack my lunch, I order Panera. But I don't feel like stopping at Panera because it's in the opposite direction of where I'm going. So, yeah. Essentially, okay, wow. For one, let me correct this lighting. So basically, I'm doing this video to talk about my hair. I wanted to do it like at home, but I feel like a lot of people make like really serious type videos like at home, sitting on the floor or on their couch or in front of their couch or whatever, but they're like sitting on the floor and looking at the camera. So I feel like I should make it a little bit more interesting by, you know, driving to work. Plus I don't really have time to sit at home in front of the camera, in front of the couch or on the couch or whatever to make this video. Because whenever I'm at home, most likely I'm just sleeping because I'm at work for a great portion of my day. But I'm gonna talk about my hair because so many people have asked me why did I, shave my head in the first place, and trying to guess like if it was because like of men troubles or what have you. So first of all, no, it's not because of like men issues or anything. I shaved my head because I made a vow to myself, and the vow to myself was for me to grow spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally. So, and I wanted to grow just like, my hair grows. As long as I'm all these different types of healthy, my hair is also healthy. Because when I start living unhealthily or an unhealthy life, it shows in my hair, because then like I start to take it out of its natural state more, and I stop taking care of it, and I start wanting to do drastic things to it like diet and everything. So I shaved my head to stop me from practicing those bad habits. Because essentially, yes, it's going to take more work than me just shaving my head, but that is a big part of it. Whenever something does not go, or whenever I feel like I'm depressed or whatever, and I just want a random change to try to temporarily get me out of that depression, I will like dye my hair. I will bleach my hair and dye it a different color, and then grow the color out, and grow it out and cut the color off as it grows. But I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to just like make it all like essentially, okay, I didn't want to do that because for one, I don't want to damage my hair just to cut it off, and two, it was all going to get cut off one way or the other, so might as well just cut it off like at the top and just execute the middleman basically. But I shaved my head on December 31st because I shaved away, theoretically and ideally, I shaved away or shed away so much of my past. It's a way of me letting go of things that I was holding on to that I probably didn't even know I was holding on to. But it's a way of me letting go. Or it was a way of me letting go, and that's all that I wanted, because you never really, one second, so you never really understand how much you're holding on to without even realizing it until you just cut it off altogether when you're done with things bothering you and everything. Also, I'm sorry if the camera's shaking because it's on my windshield right now. So if the car shakes because of the road, then obviously the camera's gonna shake. But you never really know how much you're holding on to when it comes to grief and emotions that tends to wear you down mentally, and once you're worn mentally and emotionally, you're then worn physically. And you don't really understand that until you let it go and you physically feel free. Like when they say, it's like a gigantic weight has been lifted off of my shoulders. It literally feels that way, because you're breaking imaginary chains that are bounding you to these negative feelings. And what I did was I just shaved it. I shaved my head. I shaved it all off. That was me breaking every chain, because essentially it would all be attached to my hair, because my hair is what suffers the most as far as physical appearances go. My hair is what will suffer the most whenever I'm feeling negative. So I just cut it off. I can't damage my hair if it's not there. And it forces me to deal with the problems that I have. For me, now, I wouldn't say it forces me to deal with them another way, as in damaging myself in another way. It forces me to face my problems head on. Because I don't want to damage my body. I don't want to, do all of this extra stuff for a temporary crisis. So it forces me to figure out what the issue is, why I'm so upset about it, how is it wearing down on me, how is it wearing down on me mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, all of that. And it's more so about me coming into myself, coming into my own, and taking responsibility for all of my actions that would have caused the reactions to have then caused me to react in a negative manner, or would then cause me to feel negative. So I shaved my head. It forces me to deal with my problems head on, no pun intended. But yeah, and I really just kind of wanted to talk about it, because I'm also kind of tired of answering the question, because people are like, why'd you shave your head? And I just say, because I wanted to. Essentially, that is the reason why I shaved it. I wanted to. So when I was still in college, I shaved my head and I bleached it. I wore it bleached for a few days, and then I dyed it blue. And I kept my hair blue. I bleached it twice, but I kept it blue for some years. And then after a while, I did it because I had just gotten out of my relationship, and it was my very first relationship ever, so the heartbreak was real. So I did the most drastic thing. I shaved my head, I dyed it blue. And then after I think I kept it that way for 2 years. And towards the end of that second year, or after that second year, it was more like 2.5, but the half other year of the third year was me growing my hair out and taking care of it so that it can grow and I can cut off the color, because that was me slowly letting go as long as I was cutting it off. And it was slowly letting go of what happened, coming over what happened, and basically coming to terms that it is something that happened. There was a lesson to be learned in there, and I learned it. And I'm thankful for that experience, for that relationship and everything. But essentially, back when I had blue hair, that is why. And this is basically the same thing. It's just me learning all over again, but I'm learning new things and I'm growing differently. And I choose to do it in a more healthy way than basically any other way. I hope you all enjoyed this little story time of why I cut my hair. Essentially, I cut my hair because I wanted to start over, and I wanted to grow more healthy in so many different ways, and I wanted to be happy all the way around. I didn't want to be negative or anything. And so That's why I cut my hair. I hope you all enjoyed that story. It's not necessarily a story, but I mean, I hope you all enjoyed listening to my reasoning for cutting my hair. Hopefully it made sense to y'all. Yeah. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.